Okay, so today is a leg day, and it's also Valentine's Day. And I think that's funny that it kind of landed that way because there's this thing going on TikTok being like, what are you doing on Valentine's? And it's like leg day, And I think it's funny because, or at least, we can laugh about it because it's just like that mindset when someone tells you, oh, what's today? And you think of your workout. Um, I love those because they're funny. And I think it's just kind of like, there's like, it puts it in perspective of like where your mind's at, of course. Like if you're obsessed with the gym, like that's where your head's gonna go. And then you're like, okay, it's chest day, and then everything else is like second priority. You're like everything else I'll fit into my schedule. And but it's chest day. It's just like that's like your first priority. And I think that's, if anything, it makes you like realize like what is important to you. And I think that's like a good thing to have that, because I feel like once like you don't have that as a priority, it's easier to like skip a workout, skip, the things that do matter to you, because it's like, nah, like instead of making everything else fit into that, you're just like, nah, I'll just, I'll figure it out, and then you just like put it in the back of your head. And I think it's also nice to remember that, everyone has different priorities, so like, if you do have like a gym buddy and stuff, like maybe, they love going to the gym too, but maybe it's not a priority as much as maybe it is for you, and so needing to remember that, everyone has different priorities, and, just remember that, just because maybe that gym buddy that you like going with isn't going to go some days, like, don't let that stop you, from going, because you made it, a point that you're like, nah, this is going to be a priority because I keep putting it like in the back of my head, like, nah, I'll eventually be, seeing results, because I'll eventually commit myself to like really putting in the work that I know I need to do, because I know I'm not where I'm at, because I know I'm not putting in the time, and I know I'm not, and these things, but it's like, we make excuses sometimes, and, we've all been there. I mean, I always tell myself things too, and then I just kind of have to like take a step back, and it can be for anything, not only the gym. But, us realizing that, if, it being Valentine's Day, if we really want to show ourselves, the love that we know we deserve, we will, put in the time and effort into the things that we know we want for ourselves, and realize that, no one can do that for us but ourselves. So, you know, curious, like, what are some priorities to you guys? And, are you putting attention to that? And, yeah, I think it's good to have priorities, and it's good to, put your time into the things that are important to you, with it being the hobbies, or, career goals, or, even like friendships, relationships, all that stuff. Because, like if it matters to you, you will make time for it. And I don't know, I just think that's a fun little reminder. And of course, like, fun little, I don't know, things to laugh about, because I think we all know that if you're obsessed with the gym, it is a priority, and it is the first thing on our minds. But anyways, yeah, we are hitting glutes and quads, and yeah, I'm excited because I want to try using the bar for the hyperextension machine, and then we're going to use the Smith machine for Bulgarians, which I'm excited for. I hope it's open. And yeah, we're going to see how that goes. I feel like it's going to be easy to overload with that, and, not have to struggle with like the balancing when we're doing Bulgarians. It's just like all these other little factors that, I feel like takes away from really just going hard and making sure you're going full, we're going like, full range of motion without having to worry about anything, all that stuff. But yeah, so let's just get in there and get started. And yeah, I hope you guys had, or having, I don't know when you guys watch this stuff, but a great day. And just remember, like, what you want is important, and, it's okay for you to like want that for yourself. So anyways, let's get in there. Okay, so feel pretty out of it, not gonna lie, because I just locked myself out of my car. And yeah, so at least we're at the gym. At least we made it to the important part. And so we're just gonna focus on the workout, and then we'll worry about that after. Yeah, locked myself out of the car. I went to the bathroom, and then I had a bee on me. And yeah, it was pretty weird. It's pretty weird. I had to be like, am I still sleeping? Like, am I dreaming still? Like, why is this feels weird? But yeah, that was the bee. See, the bee part threw me off more than the car part, because I don't. How did that even get on me? I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna let's just focus on the workout. We're just gonna do the leg curls. Because you know I like starting with this first, and then we're gonna go and do the hyperextension machine. Ah. Okay, so that was the first working set. And then we will do two more. So we're doing three, and then we're going to do three for, I guess I'm saying six in total for hamstrings, and then six in total for glutes. And I start with hamstrings first because, I don't know, I kind of want to put all my energy into that because that's my focus, and then glutes. Just because I feel like my hamstrings are really lacking. And when you see someone with nice hamstrings, like I don't know, to me, that's so impressive. That's so cool. So we're not even at the basic level yet. So I want to get there. So anyways, that's where we start with the hamstrings first for me, for my goals. So I'll go ahead and do that. But you guys might see me in the next lift. So I'm happy that with these, we're already, we're getting stronger with these. I'm able to do more weight. That's a good sign. Yeah, because like we were talking about in last workout with the shoulders, it's like I feel like that was not my strong suit at all, and I haven't been increasing. Like I haven't been getting stronger in that lift at all. So it's like I'm not surprised. So kind of same with lower body. I wasn't getting stronger and was staying the same, and my lower body wasn't really growing. So it's just nice to see some progress. Okay, so we have one more set, and for that one, well, I guess you can see like I did like one partial. I don't mind doing one or two, just because it's like you never know. Maybe we're able to get that rep, and yeah, I just for these for leg curls and leg extension, that one I feel like it's okay to go, a little bit. Well, I mean, I guess technically to failure for these. I don't know. I don't think it's the same as us doing like the really compound movements. But that could just be me. And that may just be something I'm like, well, technically, yeah, well, you know, we'll just end it there. Too many things going through my head. I'm not gonna lie, I still feel like I'm still like rattled up by that whole stuff. So see, it will take me a moment just to like focus on the workout. But if your mind's somewhere else, it's kind of hard to focus on the workout, and it's just like, well, what's the point? You're already here. Make your time worth it. Make it, we're not getting anything done if we're thinking something else. Like it's really, there's nothing I can do right now about it. You know, it's like I can only worry about it after the gym. So that's kind of just having to be, you know, realistic about it. So, you know, if you're able to do something about it, well, yeah, we're here at the gym, so let's do something about that. Okay, so we did move this, but I wanted to show you guys. That way, if you guys had any advice or tips, I want to hear them because I was really looking forward to this. So when I grab the bar, it feels great. It feels way better than dumbbells, but I'm irritated because the bar's hitting the handles, and I'll do a few reps so you guys can see what I mean. And then it also hits the bottom of this thing. So I know I've seen this done before, so I'm all thinking maybe their machine's different. Maybe their handles don't come out as much. I mean, why are they out here? I don't know. Anyways, well, look what I'm talking about. And then see another reason. Well, maybe if I had the like plates, I wouldn't need to come out as much. Okay, wait a second. Oh wait, I won't hit it. Never mind. Okay. So I don't know what I was doing when I was warming up. It was hitting this. And then yeah, maybe if I have plates on here, it won't hit the machine in the bottom. But I will say I don't like that I can't stretch as much because it will hit the machine. So I don't know. I guess I'm still like iffy about it. And I'm like, man, do I just stick with dumbbells again? I don't know. Gosh. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Figure it out. I just don't like that with the bar. It limits me from getting like a nicer stretch, you know, because it's like, I don't know, because that makes it harder, and I don't want to be here forever. I want to make sure I'm really like killing, you know, my hamstrings. So even I know it's like even just that much more, because I'm not saying like I'm trying to get more flexible or whatever, because I mean there's a certain point where you can't go no more. But anyways, so we're back to figuring it out. I thought the bar would be the answer. So anyways, I grabbed some plates. So we're just gonna use plates instead, just because it's easier to like add weight. Because like I told you guys before, the dumbbells are like literally across the gym. I'm not gonna just tire myself out just carrying the dumbbells over here. So we're just gonna try to find another way. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm silly and there's a better answer. But for now, this is where my brain, like, this is all where it's going to take me. So I'll go ahead and do, this will be the third set. I already did a set with these. I liked it. You know, so we'll go ahead and do one more set. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. Yeah, my hamstrings really feel it. I mean, if you guys use this, and you know, how do you load it up? Just curious. Maybe it's just this machine looks a little different, maybe, and you're able to load it up with the bar, which would be nice. But I mean, it does the trick, I guess. Yeah. Oh well. Hopefully, when we just do Bulgarians, that one at least plays out how we want it to play out. Okay, so we're doing Bulgarians next because the hip thrust machine was taken, but it's okay because I am just like blown away with how these feel. Like I'm almost thinking, like I felt like I was like juggling doing it the other way, you know, because I'm just like doing so many other things just to like push the weight, you know, like my grip was giving out, balancing and all that stuff. And just like, I just, this feels so comfortable. I'm just like, is this like cheating? I feel like I'm cheating. You know, I don't know. It's crazy. So if you haven't tried Bulgarians on the Smith machine, try them out. Just see, to see what I mean. Anyways, I'm really liking this. I know we can progress doing this for sure. I mean, we're already added a lot more weight, but I feel like this weight's gonna be hard because I put the 25s. I was able to do, I already did technically, I guess, a working set. But that we did 8, but it wasn't even bad. It wasn't like crazy hard because, you know, sometimes I was telling you guys, I don't know if it's hard because my grip is giving out or, you know, me balancing and I just have to hold on to it longer. Like there's so many factors and it's just like, hey, I'm just here to build muscle. So anyways, we'll go ahead and do a set. I add more weight, see how this feels. I think it'll be fine because, you know, I want these reps to be hard. So we'll get into it. Okay, we'll rest for a little bit. Oh, this just feels so good. Because it's just like, it's just, you know, I'm just feeling it in the glutes. And that's, you know, that's why we're doing this movement. Wow. I'm just excited. Excited that this is going to be a new staple. Ooh. Curious to see how it looks because it just feels like, I'm telling you guys, it just feels too solid. It feels too nice. I'm just like, am I doing this right? I don't know, you know? It's funny. So, okay, we got the other one. One more really. Remember, we're leaning forward so we can feel it more in the glutes. Okay, we have one more. I think next time we do these, we're going to be able to really push it. Because also, I don't want to overdo it, even though they feel so nice. So, one more. Okay, guys, I couldn't help it. We added 5 more pounds. Yeah, so This will be the last thing. Not last thing, last set for this, and then we have hip thrusts. And then that'll be the last thing. Yeah. Okay. Ah. Ah. Wanted to do one more, but yeah, it's okay. Okay. Man, I kind of wanted to try drop set and I didn't even do that. I don't know, maybe we still can. Stop that. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. I usually like doing the drop set right after that leg. You guys already know that, just to like really like kill it, because it's like got to rest a little bit, and it's okay, because it's almost like, should I have just done a back offset? But it's fine. I'm just too happy right now that how amazing these feel. Yeah, I don't know, nothing, not really thinking about anything actually. Let's just go ahead and finish. Okay. Glutes are going to be really dead for hip thrusts, but you know, it's okay. Who knows? Maybe I like doing this before hip. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But we got hip thrust next. Oh. Okay, so my glutes feel like they're burnt out, so we didn't put too much weight on. Oh, they feel good though. Man, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited for it. Like, you know what? I'll save it for the talk after the workout. Okay. Okay, I'm at 10%. Nah, we'll keep it. I want to add some weight, but it's okay. It's kind of hard to gauge what weight you do when it's not in the order you usually do it, because my glutes are, you know, like already fatigued. But yeah, oh well. I mean, I can't be mad at that. That feels great. So I was doing this the other day, and I'm like, okay, let me share it with you guys because you know, I like these I don't know, just I wouldn't say revelations, but little things I figure out that make it better for me. So before you actually like hook up the machine, it feels the best to squeeze your glutes. Because what if you're and it feels really uncomfortable, and then you're gonna put the weight on you already? You know, without the weight, you feel it really good. Solid, and then you just I was gonna say hook yourself up, but you know what I mean. Like get situated and get going. Because I mean, we all have different lengths of legs. So you know, someone a little shorter might like it a little more closer, and then someone has longer legs, just a little bit more. But I mean, you'll be able to feel it. And if you don't feel it, just your body weight, then I don't know. You gotta figure out to feel it with your body weight just alone, and then add the weight with it. Okay, so this is my spot that I like. Okay, and this will be the last one. Oh. Yeah. Just felt it. All right, so I'm not sure how we'll do, because I mean, I haven't looked up how to do like a hamstring glute pump. Like, I don't know how people usually do it, but I mean, we'll just do both sides. I don't know how to do, not really sure, guys, but we'll learn as we go. It's not like I'm really good at any of the poses, but I don't know if you can see, the hamstrings are not anything impressive, and that's why, you know, I want to work on them. But yeah, I think we'll just keep it basic, you know. Um, because yeah, I mean, like I said, if you can look impressive without really doing much, I think that's the cool part. And yeah, the hamstrings are not there yet for sure. So maybe eventually, and then also when we get leaner, that's for sure. You know, because like I tell you guys, I carry a lot for my lower body. So when we get leaner, it'll look way different. But you know, we'll go in the car, and or I mean, don't know how we'll get in the car because it's locked. But I'll probably have to call someone to help me get a spare. But anyways, I'll figure it out. I'll see you guys later. Okay, so I was just waiting around a little bit, you know, until I got the keys to the car and get that all figured out. But it was nice. I was just like hanging around. I don't usually hang around at the gym because I always like need to get somewhere. And so yeah, I was just like kind of hanging around talking to the people that work there, and yeah, it was just really nice. And I guess you can say, you know, made some new friends, and yeah, just it was just nice to, I don't know, I guess you can say socialize. Sometimes I forget that you know, how important that is, and it is important. And you know, we get so busy with our daily lives that it's just like, yeah, like socializing is like for the weekend or something, but it is nice. And that's funny. That's something that I've been like realizing is like I miss the days like when I would hang out with my friends and like we would just laugh until we cried. Like even if it was just about nothing. Like that's the kind I just laugh about anything. Um and I'm like I miss that. I can't, like, I guess I'm saying like I can't remember the last time like I laugh cried. And that makes me sad. Like I love laughing like, you know, out of control or whatever. It's just it's the best. And I love the people that feel like that make you feel like you can too. You know, I feel like it's so fun when certain people bring that out of you and you didn't even know, or it's just cool because I guess I'm saying I want to have a good laugh, and I want to have good laughs more often. And I feel like that's the thing I'm kind of like, you know, realizing I'm really missing. And you know, the friends that I used to hang out with that really, oh man, it was, I still like, you know, oh, I just, they were the best. But, you know, it's, when people move, things happen, you know, and it's just like, yeah, like you just, at least you can look back and like appreciate all that, you know, experiences and memories that you had with them. But, yeah, I think that's like one of the things I love when you make a connection with someone and you know you can just like laugh about anything. And that's not very common, honestly. I mean, I guess if you're, I mean, if you know the kind of like goofiness, like literally, like, I mean, my sisters, I can like be goofy with them, but like it's cool when you meet other people that are just like that. Like me and my sister just like laugh about drinking water, like, but you know, just like silly little things. Like it doesn't make any sense to anyone, but it's like, oh, you had to be there because it's just silly. It's just silly. But that's that's just one thing I'm just like, yeah, I need a, I don't know, like that's one thing I'm missing. And yeah, if you have like you know, if you socialize like that and you have that, like, yeah, no, that's awesome. And it's important and it's nice. Like that's, I feel like a big thing with, you know, just living is having those nice, you know, relationships and being able to do that. And hopefully, you know, if there are good relationships, that you should be able to do that and not feel insecure to be silly and goofy and stuff. And I think that's one of the things I think people are feel like embarrassed to like be like that, because maybe it's like a lot. But I already told you guys, it's hard for me to hold back with anything I do. It's hard for me to hold back. So that's also just like laughing and having fun. So when I meet people that allow me to feel like I can just be myself, like, then yeah, they're gonna get that side. But you know, I like to think that we're all just having a good time. So anyways, that was just, it was just nice. So something that, you know, could have been like a bad thing, like, you know, locking yourself out of the car, like, I don't know, just kind of ended up like being a good thing in a way, in a way. But anyways, that was honestly an amazing workout, and I am just blown away with Bulgarians on the Smith machine. I just can't believe how they feel. I just can't believe it. But yeah, like I'm excited to see, and hopefully we can continue doing them on there, because you know how I tell you guys it's always hard to get the Smith machine. But let's just be hopeful always. And yeah, like it was a great workout, and I'm happy about it. So I'll just see you guys for the next one. It'll be back and triceps. So yeah, thanks for watching, you guys.